Hi, welcome to You Got This. I'm Sabrina Trobak with Trobak Holistic Counselling, a counseling agency here in Fort St. John. What I'm going to talk with you about today is about anxiety and what happens in our brain when we're feeling a lot of anxiety. Generally, our brain works really well. It's got a lot of functions and a lot of responsibilities. Our brain is able to manage things like breathing and walking and a lot of the things that we don't really think about. It also does logic and reason and problem solving, critical thinking, memory, and it also connects to our emotions. And generally, our brain works really well together. But when we have a lot of stress or a lot of anxiety that's going on and we're feeling a lot of emotion, what happens is our brain doesn't function properly. A chemical called cortisol gets dumped into our brain and stops our brain from working. We often refer to our brain when we're in that high state of stress or anxiety, or we're having a lot of emotion like anxiety, anger, feeling overwhelmed. Often we can refer to that as a lizard brain. Lizards don't think, they don't problem solve, they don't really feel emotions. They survive, that's it. So when we're in this high state of anxiety, we have what's kind of called a lizard brain, meaning our brain isn't working properly. All it's doing is trying to survive. Our brain is kind of like our hand. So we have our brain stem, we have our emotions, and then we have our thinking, problem solving, critical thinking, sequencing events, understanding consequences, memory. And generally, all these things are all connected and they work really well. And our hand even kind of looks like a brain. When everything is working well, everything is touching, everything is communicating. But then when we go into a high state of stress or anxiety, or we're feeling really angry or overwhelmed, what happens is chemical called cortisol gets dumped into our brain and stops everything from working. Now, nothing's connected. They're all on their own, just trying to survive. So when we have high states of anxiety or stress or anger, our brain can't function properly. We have what's called a lizard brain. I'm Sabrina Trobak. This is the children's version of the video. You got this. Have a good summer.